Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. Looking for blockers. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody. Stadium buzzing, kickoff team on the field, and we are ready to get this thing started. From inside the 10, here he comes. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll go to the ground. Turning it on. Makes the stop at the 32, but he picks up 10 on that play.
You know, the RPO game now in college football really puts the defense in a bind and forces them just to freeze a half second as they try to distinguish between the running back and the quarterback. Who's keeping the football? On that play, it was the running back, and he made him pay.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a baller.
Pulls and throws out the RPO. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43.
Well, the play fake on the RPO bought the receiver some time to work himself open on the route. That was a man-to-man coverage on the defense. Nice job by the receiver putting his foot in the ground and separating.
It's a 1st and 10. Running back searching for a hole. Almost got it to midfield on that one. He's out of bounds, a yard short at the 49.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Grabbed behind the line, it's Parks. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Good spot after that 7-yard pickup on first down. It's 2nd and 3. Wide receiver going in motion. Caught in the backfield, it's Meredith. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They probably feel good about their field goal chances from the 29, but they'd love to convert this 3rd and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. From the gun, wants to pass. Quarterback moving. Slings it downfield. Connection to the right. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Ball just inside the 10 at the 9-yard line. It's 1st and goal and looking for the first score. Dumps it off in the flats. Put the clamps on that ball and strolled into the end zone for a touchdown.
How about that first drive by the offense? Usually script the first 10 plays. Well, I had one extra. It only took 9. Great job moving down the field, stringing plays that looked like other plays together, and getting this opening drive touchdown.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Leaves it with the back. Not much doing there. He gets it to the 26, a gain of 1.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Parks. He steps out of bounds, but he's got a first down on the play.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
They'll snap it from the 36. They've got a first down. The give from the gun. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll try the run. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I love when you start bringing linebackers up near the line of scrimmage and you start sending them, because those guys have serious speed. They can come catch anybody up and down the line of scrimmage. The linebacker, you could tell, he had a good clue what was going on. He knew it was a run play, fired, pulled the trigger, came downhill, and attacked the running back.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. That was almost picked off, and what a disaster that would have been to throw a pick on the opening drive. Instead, it's 4th down. And here comes the punt team. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Wouldn't call it a shank, but I don't think he'll include it on his greatest hits. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Making side adjustments here. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Unleashes one. Got him downfield. Ripping off a pretty good chunk of yardage. They've got it out to the 41 with a 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
They flipped into the field, and we're ready to play. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Just missed his man, gave him just a little too much.
Well, this defense knew coming in they were going to see some RPO, and they were going to see some quick game. A nice job there taking the throw away from the quarterback.
A chance to sort of put the defense on its heels if you convert a 3rd and long. This one from the 44. A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the 1st down.
You know, that's one as a quarterback. You've thrown the completion, and you're like, dude, can you just turn around and make one guy miss and go get the 1st? Or can you just stretch out and get the 1st down? You need your guys to have a little bit more awareness where they are in the field on that play. And even though they got the completion, it's not enough to pick up the 1st. And now you're staring 4th down right in the face.
All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. From the gun, they'll try the middle. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Man, just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout in front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's one-on-one. Stop the run first.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
And the offense clearly saying, we want to take those deep shots. We want to be aggressive. And I think that's a good strategy because it makes the defense really honor what you're going to do. And just missed a little bit, but I wouldn't be surprised if this offense finds a way to come back to some of those deep balls.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win first and second down. You set up third and longs like that, you can show your exotic looks, you can get the pass rush going, everybody on the back end expecting throw, and that's how you force incompletions and force fourth downs.
He was working his way toward midfield, but they'll stop him at the 46-yard line. They'll go back to work on offense. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. He lost it high and deep down the left side. And that ball is intercepted at the goal line. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. First and 10 from inside their own 5. You got to take care of the ball, but there is room to take a shot here. Looking to throw on first down. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Man, it's easy to play defense when you can do this. When you can get to the quarterback quick and make him make a decision quick, it makes it easier for the secondary, for the linebackers, for everybody on the field.
They're dealing with a second and long. Give to the back. He fought him off for a while, but that's what they mean by gang tackling.
This offense doesn't have much space to go backwards anymore. They've given that up, man. You got to be physical. You got to find a way to get this ball out of the area of your own end zone. You don't want to flirt with the safety, and that means being physical and getting your back downhill, not going backwards.
Got to be careful here. Backed up this deep on third down. Got his man out of bounds at the 18, and that is just what they needed to get it away from their own end zone.
I love playing man-to-man defense, and I love getting up in your kitchen and jamming you at the line of scrimmage, but it's really hard when they start running these crossing routes and drags and ends because now I'm in chase mode, and the QB has a little bit of space a lot of times, and those fast guys can create some separation and get a first down like they did there.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line, being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
Lost one on that last one. It's second and 11. Back to pass. Gets it to the back. Quick spin on the line.
Well, this defense knows they're going to have to go sideline to stop this offense. Nice job there rallying to the back and caught the swing pass there in the right corner.
Need 10 yards on this third down, and they're backed up inside their own 20. That pass not closes. He got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll take it on the return. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the running back. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
You see all this movement in football now, all the stemming, the defensive line, they're sliding right before the snap, creating confusion for the offensive line. Then they're moving back and stunting. Really good job by the defense. Continue to move, continue to stunt, continue to get in the backfield and make this life hard on this running back.
Going to swing it on second down. Buying some time. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football, but the relentless chase, I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Might be changing the route. Got it in the middle. It's Garbers. They are on the move as they pick up the first down. They'll spot it at the 28.
Who says in the RPO pass game you can't throw anything vertically downfield, right? It doesn't all have to be screens and throws to the line of scrimmage. There's a good example of a quarterback pushing the ball vertically downfield after the play fake to the running back.
Now on the move at the 28-yard line on first down. To the air on first down. Moving away from pressure. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
So now it's second and long. Can swing momentum. He goes down after the short return, but what a play to get the football back. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Wants to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Avery. Crosses the 45. They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Nice job by the running back, catching the football and understanding where the first down marker was. I got to go get that first down. He did a nice job on it.
The offense setting up shop at the 46, first and 10. They'll run it from the gun. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And that's why he is an All-American caliber player. He is just so physical and dominant against the run. He's able to shed blockers, use his athleticism, use his speed, get to the ball carrier and bring him down. Simply one of the best box defenders you're going to find in the entire country.
Down to 2 minutes to play. We'll take the timeout. They'll talk it over. A chance to tie or even take the lead before the break. Some third down conversions tougher than others. This one a long one on third down from the 43. We've got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Let's see what they find in the playbook for third and long from the 43. He's looking downfield to throw. Flips it out on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. They bring the punter onto the field now. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. They take over late in the half, enough time to put together a drive. Catch in the middle, it's Meredith. And he picks up the first down, but he will remember the price he paid after that hit.
Yeah, and what a nice job seeing it, reacting, and throwing. When you run these RPOs, you want to read the defense really quickly. Is he playing run? Okay, boom, I'm going to throw the slant right behind him. Nice job by the QB.
Gets the back moving. Looking to throw on first down. They'll run the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 10. Lean for the wire. Touchdown. That was a lightning-fast drive that ends with a touchdown.
If you can string a few more drives like that together, man, we might as well get our popcorn out because we're going to get a lot of scoring.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Tough to beat in action, gentlemen. You know that. And let's take a look at the highlights. Ball State is down, but they are not out of it. Not inside Schumann Stadium, one of the more fun places to watch a game in all of college football. They're trailing by just 4 to Ohio. The Maction never sleeps, and we'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. They're going to open this drive with a pass. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Snagged out of the air. And they'll pick up the first down and mark it at the 47.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big part of this offense's success.
That's caught. It's Parks. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time, and you saw all of it on that in route.
They have been stagnant on offense, but finally a little forward movement as they've got a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. He'll take a shot. Throw into the end zone. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and the ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. He'll start this drive going to the air. He wants to take the top off. And here's the 3rd interception of the night. And they make the play and make sure there's not any scoring opportunity right here before the end of the half.
Boy, and that might be the break this defense needed right before the half. You're down. You need to make a play. They can't score any more points. This one could get out of hand now. You have set your offense up right before the half to maybe close this gap.
What a hit by the defender. That's a good throw, and that was going to be caught, but how about the defender dislodging the football from its intended target? Nice job.
Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Unloads to the wideout. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
just enough time for one final play in this half. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. Lets it go to the end zone. Pass is incomplete, and that's going to do it for the first half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. Just about set to get this second half underway. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And you didn't have a lot of panic in the first half. Man, you're starting to get now in the second half, and this offense just has really, really struggled, underperformed. You know you're a better team, but this offense hasn't shown it. This team hasn't shown it. It's the 3rd quarter. They got to get it going now.
Well, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Caught behind the line. It's Avery. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. It's caught downfield. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Breaks into the open. And he's in for the score. Touchdown.
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge, and also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. Listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. And he's going to bring this one out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Offense making its way onto the field to start the drive. They'll send the back in motion. To the air on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Avery. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. You can grab, but you can't hold on. A defensive holding penalty will give this offense a 1st down. 3 yards. 1st down for the offense after that penalty. Handoff from the gun. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. working that left side. And they'll spot it at the 38, and that'll be plenty for the first down.
When you're going to run a comeback route, you've got to sell like you're going deep, and that was a great job there by the receiver, really making that corner think he was running deep down the field. So he got the corner to turn his hips, turn his shoulders, and then the receiver was able to just pivot around and make it an easy pass and catch.
Finding open areas.
I like the decision there in the RPO game too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
He'll do it himself. There he goes.
Now, you've seen the evolution of the option. You've seen the evolution with scrambling quarterbacks that can run and be so dynamic and just so much to defend. The quarterback says, forget that. You defend everything, I'll take it myself. In for 6.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week.
And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. And we'll see the offense make its way onto the field here, hoping for a successful drive. Off the play fake on first down. Fires on the run. Makes the catch on the right side. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create 2nd and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. Knocked down at the 25-yard line, picked up 10 there, and gets a first down.
That's just a really nice job by the running back, making the first guy miss and going to get positive yards. This guy's got some wiggle, and you saw it on that play.
They're down to the 25 on 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Quick strike complete. Turning it on. And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. It'd be interesting to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
On 3rd and short, the power run here. He gives them a fresh set of downs, and this one will be 1st and goal from the 6.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to call back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm I'm surprised, but
saunters into the end zone for a touchdown. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And they did tack on the extra point, by the way, knocked it right down the middle. So the kickoff team will come out after they turned in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. And the returner will be brought down.
At the 26, and the offense will take over. 1st and 10.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 26-yard line. They'll start this drive going to the air. That's caught. It's Meredith. Oh, he's got some space. This is the kind of run that falls in the category of sanctioned violence as he's up to the 31.
Man, you put those slot receivers in there, and here's why you do it. You back them off the football a lot of times, but who's guarding them? A lot of times those are linebackers. Those are safeties. You get those good matchups where you can feature one of your speedsters, and a lot of times good things happen.
And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. Quarterback making checks. On 3rd and short, they'll try to convert through the air. Got his man on the right. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop. Caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
Here comes the offense on 1st and 10 from the 47. Motion from the wideout. From the gun, running back gets to give. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Fires to the big fella. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Here comes the 4th. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looks as if they didn't get it off in time. It'll be a delay of game. Offense took a little bit too much time at the line there. The D thinking bring some heat on 3rd and long from the 44. Sends it back in motion. On 3rd and long, a check down would be the last resort. Caught in the backfield, it's Parks. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36. Boy, the defense really needed to get off the field there, and they just couldn't do it. It's a fresh set of downs.
Man, that hurts. When you're trailing late in the ballgame, you need those stops, and you get them to 3rd down. You get them to those critical points. Now they get the 1st down. You don't have many left. You better get aggressive.
And he'll pick up 1. It brings up 2nd and 9. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy at that slot position.
Not much room to run. Let's give him 1 to the 33.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
They've made clutch, tough plays on this drive on 3rd down. They need 1 more on 3rd and 7.
Well, just nothing happening that time for the QB, right? RPO keeps it. He's trying to throw, nobody there. He tries to buy time, getting out to his right-hand side, but the defense took everything away and just forced the quarterback to have to eat the football.
So here we are on 4th down, and this field goal kicker is going to face all the pressure in the world. The defense is going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And they'll try to tack 3 more onto this lead late. Oh, and the attempt is no good. And the margin is still 7 after the miss, guys.
And sometimes I just feel like 4th down, man. Just go for it every time. Like, the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
And I think they'll give him 2 on that one, 2nd and 8 coming up.
You got to give this defense credit because they have bottled this guy up all game long. He's one of the best running backs in all of college football. Everybody was expecting him to have a big one today. Don't tell that to this defense, though. They've played with great effort. They've gotten hats to the football.
Intercepted. Big play stops the drive. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football, and he's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season, just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Breaks into the open. He's finally stopped and brought down at the 15.
Well, they've got the lead. The defense just did their part, getting a takeaway. So now if you're on offense, you want to run the ball and take as much time as possible between snaps. Stay in bounds and let this clock tick away.
Unloads quickly. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. From the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game. Running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Garber. Into the end zone for a touchdown. That one ought to give them firm control of this game, and they have gotten things going here, about to move to 4-1.
And And, man, a lot of times late in games, you see offenses, they get very conservative, very predictable, and then they leave it in the hands of their defense. I like this execution, man. The offense continues to do what they do, and they take the 2-score lead in the fourth quarter, everything going in their direction.
And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. First play of the drive, wants to throw. Makes the catch. It's Avery. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's a big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the fourth quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
And they dialed up a shot play, but they couldn't hook up.
And I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the fourth quarter. You're just trying to take a shot, see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
You ain't getting by all these guys right up the middle unless your offensive line and your tight ends and everybody is putting in the work up front, committing to blocking. The running back does a great job finding the hole, exploding through. How about that nice, big, huge game? If I'm the OC, let's call that one again.
You got to love what you've seen from the defense in this game, too. They knew coming into this one against this quarterback, being as talented as he is, they were going to have to be really good in coverage on the back end, and that's been the case all game long.
There he goes. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. Now down to the 12-yard line. It's first down. Here's the pressure. And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense grabs the football, and there he goes. Off to the races to the right. The 30. At the 20. Touchdown. That one puts them in really good to get back on the right track and get another W.
And I love the way they break on the football, swarm to the football. This is why you do it, because sometimes the ball comes out, the linebacker picks it up, and tell you what, the big fella shows some speed, takes it all the way back for 6.
The coach still thinks he was right. The officials say he was not. The challenge is denied, and the timeout is gone. And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up a full 3 touchdowns, a 21-point cushion in the fourth. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the right. And he throws another interception. His third one of the night. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game, in the fourth quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
just about out of chances. The defense can stop it one more time as the quarterback takes a knee.
And a running game can be really hard to stop when you got so many guys that can do some damage. And this defense is taking some licks. This QB's made them look silly a couple of times, but they're starting to adjust. Gotta like that play right there, getting to him and getting him on the ground.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
It's a great play there by the defense, stopping that run. But now with less than a minute to go, you got to use your timeout. You got to try and conserve as much clock as possible to give yourself a chance to win.
Keep it on the ground. Got enough for the first. And he left the first defender grabbing at air before he was finally tackled.
And this offense has done a really good job late in this football game. Man, you put a premium on the fourth quarter and maximizing possessions, and they've put touchdowns on the board. They've done a great job. Nice last play, too. Keep that momentum going and get out of here with the win.
And here comes the field goal team. Salt, meet open wound. The kicker will try to punch one through from 41 yards away. A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in.